to the summary of the second lesson of the Sunday school titled Today in the Ministry of Jesus. The memory text is taken from the book of Mark, chapter 1, verse 17, which says, Then Jesus said to them, Follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men. So here, we are going to see the different accounts. For example, the different Gospels introduce the beginning of Jesus' ministry in a peculiar way. Matthew presents Jesus as calling disciples and then preaching the Sermon on the Mount. Luke tells the story of Jesus' inaugural sermon on a Sabbath in his synagogue in Nazareth. John recounts the calling of some of the early disciples and the wedding at Cana, where Jesus performs his first sign. The Gospel of Mark recounts the calling of disciples and describes a Sabbath in Capernaum and what followed. So Sunday, titled Follow Me. So here, Jesus' call to these men is very, very simple, direct and prophetic. He calls them to follow him. That is to become his disciples. He indicates that if they will respond to his call, he will take on the task of making them fishers of men. Likewise today, what are we supposed to learn here? We are called by Jesus, everybody. There's no excuse. Nothing can stop us from following Jesus. Nothing should be more important than following Jesus, because he died on the cross of Calvary for us. And if you obey, he will make us fishers of men. He will make us to be partakers of the kingdom of God. Monday, an unforgettable worship service. Okay, let us quickly go to Mark chapter 1, verse 21 to 28. Here, say then they went into Capernaum, and immediately on the Sabbath, he entered the synagogue and taught. And they were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribe. Jesus' teaching was different from that of the Pharisees and the scribes. He was teaching prophetic, direct message with authority. Now, there was a man in their synagogue with an unclean spirit, and he cried out, saying, Let us alone. What have we to do with you, Jesus of Nazareth? Did you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. Exactly. The unclean spirit that was inside that man knew exactly that Jesus Christ was the Son of God. Notwithstanding that the Pharisees or the Sadducees were in doubt, they didn't believe, they didn't know, but the devil in that man, that possessed man, recognized Jesus Christ. But Jesus rebuked him, saying, Be quiet and come out of him with authority. Jesus shut the demon speaking inside that man and commanded the unclean spirit to come out. Jesus cast out the demon. And when the unclean spirit had convulsed him and cried out with a loud voice, he came out of him. Then they were all amazed, so that they questioned among themselves, saying, What is this? What new doctrine is this? For with authority he commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him. And immediately his fame spread throughout all the region around. Our character, our deeds, our actions will announce us. That's exactly what happened. That was a very unforgettable experience for people that were in attendance. That was the first time they saw something like that, just like as we are today. We have an unforgettable experience in our lives. For example, myself, one of my unforgettable experiences the day I was baptized. The day I gave my life to Jesus Christ. It was very, very wonderful. But this experience was very unforgettable for everyone that was in that gathering. Because Jesus taught with authority, not like they were being taught before. And they marveled. And Jesus Christ cast out the demon-possessed man, saved the man free. His fame went throughout without his own effort, but because of his good deeds. So, reflect this, how we can do the work God has called us for. As partakers in the kingdom of God, Jesus Christ is our example. For it is written, for hereunto we are called. For Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example for us to follow in his steps. Tuesday, more Sabbath ministry. After Jesus Christ healed Peter's mother-in-law, the woman immediately started serving them. Oh, that is wonderful. The woman was made whole. Nothing like maybe someone that was just recovering small. So the sickness left her immediately. And he was made strong. She was made strong and she started serving Jesus Christ and the other people with him. He continued. People were coming from far and near. He was healing them of various sicknesses, casting out demons. There's no problem we have today that Jesus Christ cannot solve. Jesus Christ still healing. He's still solving all our problems. He's still casting out demons. No problem is bigger than Jesus Christ. This is what we should know. Let us come to Jesus Christ and cast down all our burdens, all our cares to him. Wednesday, the secret of Jesus' ministry. If you study the book of Mark chapter 1 from 35 to 39, it tells us one important lesson we are supposed to learn from the life of Jesus Christ. First thing in the morning, Jesus Christ will isolate himself for prayer. He will go there to the church to honor God. Remember that God honors those that honor him. Jesus will spend time with prayer. This time around, his disciples were looking for him. When they finally got him, they asked him where he was, but he just told them, okay, let us go so that I will do the work I came for. What is the work? Evangelism. What is the work? Saving souls. What is the work? Healing. What is the work? Casting out demons for humanity. So what we should learn here is that prayer is very important. Prayer is very, very important in our lives. Without prayer, we are nothing. We must rededicate ourselves daily. First thing in the morning, the first thing we should do is to pray. We recharge our battle. Through prayer, God will renew us. Through prayer, God will empower us. Through prayer, God will equip us for whatever we may encounter for the day. And don't forget, evangelism is very important. There are different types of evangelism. This aside this lesson. But we have different types of evangelism. Our character can evangelize for us. Yes. The way we comport ourselves, the way we carry ourselves, our dressings, our actions, our spoken words, all these are sources of evangelism. Let us learn from Jesus Christ and never underrate the power of prayer. Isolating ourselves, having quiet time with God, open our hearts to God, casting down whatever that may be our problem before God. God will never forsake us. Let us read Luke chapter 6 verse 12. It says, now it came to pass in those days that he went out to the mountain to pray and continued all night in prayer to God. If Jesus himself needed to spend so much time in prayer, what about ourselves? And how much time should we spend in prayer? What does Jesus' example say to us? We should continue praying as the Spirit leads us. We should dedicate ourselves to God. Prayer should not be seen as a burden. Like most of us, me myself, at times, I find it difficult to pray long. I will just to feel all righteousness. This is not good. So here, Jesus is calling us back. As Jesus Christ spent so much time in prayer, so we should make our time for a long prayer once in a while. But we should be praying all seasons, at all times. Because the servant cannot be greater than the master. Thursday, can you keep a secret? Let's quickly go to Mark chapter 1, verse 40 to 45. Now, a leper came to him, imploring him, kneeling down to him, and saying to him, "If you are willing, you can make me clean." Have you seen it? A leper came to him. Let me just go through this here. Someone that is sick, someone that has a skin disease, a dreaded skin disease, came to him. Yeah, the man has shown his willingness. He was kneeling and saying, "If you are willing, you can make me clean." The man has faith in Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ can set him free. Then Jesus, moved with compassion, stretched out his hand and touched him and said to him, "I am willing, be cleansed." Somewhere in Hebrews tells us that whoever that comes to Jesus must believe that whoever that comes to God must believe that God exists, and he rewards those that come to him. Yes. Jesus is a compassionate Savior. He was moved with compassion, and he stretched out his hand and touched the leprous man. And he said to him, "I'm willing, be cleansed." 42, as soon as he had spoken, immediately, after he had spoken, immediately the leprosy left him and he was cleansed. When we take our problems to Jesus Christ, he set us free. And he strictly warned him and sent him away at once and said to him, "See that you say nothing to anyone, but go your way, show yourself to the priest, and have an offer for your cleansing, those things which Moses commanded as a testimony to them." That's fine. However, he went out and began to proclaim it freely and to spread the matter so that Jesus could no longer openly enter the city. But it was outside in deserted places, and they came to him from every direction. Well, if I'm still in life, I may have done the same thing, because someone has been suffering that had no cure for years. Immediately, Jesus Christ healed him. So, keeping quiet may not be easy, actually. But by spreading it, it was in direct opposition to what Jesus Christ asked the man to do.